Let's be real for a second. If you're in B2B sales, you know that bad data isn't just a small headache, it can absolutely kill your pipeline. Today, we're going to look at a company called Inoopa that's using AI to tackle this massive problem head-on.
I mean, seriously, does this question hit a little too close to home? Just think about it. How many hours have you or your team wasted chasing down a lead from some list only to find out the contact person left like 2 years ago? Or even worse, the company isn't even a good fit to begin with.
And that, right there, is what we're calling the B2B data dilemma. It's this sort of silent killer of productivity, and honestly, a constant source of frustration for pretty much any company that's trying to grow.
And the problems are always the same, right? You've got outdated contact info, you've got these totally wrong industry codes that completely mislabel what a company does, and then you have those generic, untargeted lists that force your sales team to make, 100 calls just to find one person who's maybe interested. It's just a massive drain on time, money, and frankly, morale.
Okay, so that's the problem. We all know it, but what's the fix? Well, this is where a company like Inoopa comes into the picture. They're proposing a fundamentally smarter way to think about this whole thing.
At its core, their mission is pretty simple. Use artificial intelligence to deliver truly first-class B2B data. And look, this isn't about just selling you another list of names. It's about helping you find brand new leads that are actually a perfect match, and then taking the data you already have and making it way, way more powerful.
The magic behind all of this is something called semantic technology. Now, don't let the fancy name fool you. We're not about to get super technical. All it really means is that their AI is built to understand the meaning and the context of what a business actually does. So it goes way beyond just spotting a few keywords on a website. It gets the nuance.
All right, so that sounds amazing in theory, right? But how does it actually work? Let's pull back the curtain for a second and take a peek inside their AI engine.
You know, the process is actually pretty slick. First, it just scours the web, collecting tons of public data on companies. Then, and this is crucial, it cross-references all that info with reliable sources like company websites, LinkedIn, you name it. Step 3 is the real secret sauce. It creates this unique thing called an activity vector. From there, it layers on valuable contact info. We're talking actual decision makers. And boom, it delivers a clean, actionable profile right to you. So, what on earth is this activity vector? Honestly, the best way to picture it is as a company's unique digital fingerprint. It's not just some generic label or an industry code, nope. It's a rich, super detailed profile that truly captures what that business actually does day in and day out.
Okay, having a digital fingerprint for every company is, well, it's incredibly powerful. But the real question is, what can you actually do with it? Let's talk about how this stuff can really grow your business.
This is just a massive leap forward. Think about the old way. You're stuck using these clunky filters like generic industry codes or company size. With this AI, you can search using natural language, just like you talk. Or, and this is my favorite part, you can just upload a list of your absolute best customers and tell the system, hey, go find me more companies just like these. I mean, just imagine typing something like this into a search bar. You're not just looking for keywords. You're describing your perfect customer in plain English. The AI gets the complex relationship between software and logistics and the food industry to find companies that live right at that super specific intersection. That is what I call precision targeting. And of course, this directly impacts your bottom line. When your data is this good, you can absolutely supercharge your digital ad spend. Think about it, building these hyper-focused audiences on Google, Meta, and LinkedIn, and knowing that every single dollar you spend is reaching the right person in the right company, it's pretty much the end of wasted ad budgets.
So you might be thinking, okay, but there are tons of data providers out there. What really makes this approach so different? Let's break down the key advantages real quick.
The difference is, well, it's night and day. Standard providers give you the basics, right? An official NACE code, which is usually too broad, and maybe a generic info@email address. But Inoopa gives you what you actually need: the corrected industry code, detailed descriptions of what they do, contact info for the real decision makers, and, of course, that amazing ability to find lookalikes or search with plain language.
And really, it all boils down to this one number: over 93%.
That's right, the AI correctly identifies what a company truly does over 93% of the time. This is exactly why that lookalike feature is such a game changer. It's built on a foundation of incredible accuracy. It gives you the confidence that you're always targeting the right businesses. And here's another thing that's a huge deal: flexibility. So many other systems put limits on how you can search. With Inoopa, there are no limits on keywords. You can get as specific and as descriptive as you need to be to find that perfect needle-in-a-haystack customer.
So let's just end with this thought. When you strip away all the tech and all the data points, it really comes down to a simple but really powerful question for any business out there. What could you build, what could you achieve if your sales and marketing teams could find the exact right customers with the right contact info every single time? Something to think about.